Just like Jan said, when you first find out about it, you really don't know much. Like, you hear all about all this awareness and, pink ribbons in October, but you're like, where's the information with this awareness? So when we first found out, I didn't know much either. I just knew that, cancer doesn't discriminate, and it's probably one of the worst things you can have, any type of cancer. And I know breast cancer is, I think, like one of the second leading deaths, like, in general. But I felt like I didn't know much until my mom actually started going through the treatment, and we would see her oncologist and her radiologist and her breast specialist, and that's when I felt like I started to learn more than what I had prior to that.
How has breast cancer influenced your life?
Well, like I said, it influenced my family. That my mom recently found out about it. It was June 2014. And, it started as a little thing where she had troubles to walk on her left side, and all I knew was that she had problems with her kidney, and it's supposed to be kidney stones. So we went to urologist, to check the kidney stones, and that's how we found out that there's a metastasis in her hip, and all of a sudden the kidney stones became a little small issue, and that's how we started the whole process and looking for like where the cancer started, because it already has a metastasis. So talking about the influence of my family was really hard because of we found out from the other side. We didn't find out that she has a breast cancer. We found the metastasis first, which made it even worse for all the family members, and all of a sudden you see the worst things, like only when you say the word cancer, you already see the worst case scenario. But when you see like the breast cancer, okay, well, there's a lot of people that treated it a good way and got out of it. But when you find it from the other side, where you have to fight it through the whole thing, it's kind of a hard time for everyone, and nobody really knows what to do. Nobody, and even relations between family members and friends go. You really find out like who can react on these hard situations, So it's not just about the breast cancer as a thing, but like even like that influence of the knowing and reacting on the situation. That's been the biggest influence, and we found out like a lot of things about ourselves and how we actually do in the real life, not just doing stuff like a routine daily stuff, but like this was a serious situation where everybody had to get together and work together and try to get the best treatment for her, and even financially it's been pretty rough for everyone. So for me personally, like it influences a lot, especially me being 4,000 miles away from home. It's really hard to manage all the people and work with my family members about that. So it influenced us a lot, and it taught us a lot of life lessons about how we should take care of ourselves and treat ourselves.
What and how did they diagnose the breast cancer?
Well, we found out, first it was a mammogram that raised concern, and then they did a biopsy, and then that's what confirmed that it was breast cancer. And then she later ended up having a lumpectomy where they took out the tumors, and then they cleaned the margins around that. And then that's when we found out the stage of the cancer, and it was thankfully still in the first stage, but it was, a lot of people don't know, but it's called a grade, and it could either be 1 through 4, and what that means is that that's how fast the cancer cells are like cloning themselves, and hers was a grade 3. So we found it within enough time because those cells were growing pretty quickly. But I mean, it was just one of those things because we didn't expect it. From one year to the next, so much changed.
What can you tell me about the treatment options for breast cancer?
Well, today there is a lot of treatment options, and also, it depends what stage and what type of breast cancer it is. As we were talking about our cases with our family members and the closest people in our lives, my mom went through the treatment that it's called a clinical study. And that means that there is a pharmaceutical company in Switzerland that's trying out a new stuff on people. Like they're trying it on animals first, and then they pick just a certain people in each country around the world to try it on them. And it's like a big research kind of thing. And you have to set up your mind on positive things. So this was one of the things that really helped us, and my mom's been always kind of open to alternative treatment as well, but not all of them. There's treatments as mushrooms from Asia and something helped to this person, something helped to this person, but you actually have to find something what you believe in that you will go that way, and you will know for sure that you're going to get better. That not every cancer has to be treated by chemotherapy. It depends on the person, it depends on the stage, it depends on everything, kind of what's going on, and that like the doctor, and especially you, have to pick which way is going to help you. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, that there's a lot of treatment today. Of course, everyone will say that there's no pill to treat the cancer and get it out, but there's a lot of treatment, and I think a lot is a faith in getting better, and that's the most important thing.